Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene of...
I can turn this shit off. That's cool. I don't need to have Madden in my
Hey, out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, set, 50, plant, hey, Delta.
On first down, Groves, and his first pass is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Go. Ready.
Throwing again. Groves. And this is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
On to punt for the Jaguars.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for him. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. To throw is Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Callaway on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
90 Wolf.
God damn, 80-9.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha.
52, right 52. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Now.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
52 is the mic, 52. That's the run. They're running.
First and 10.
Hey, my 7. Go.
Check tight. My 52.
On 1st and 10, Groves. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Callaway. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Groves. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yo.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 54. Mike is 55. Hey, check 24. 24. He's coming. We got double up. 29. Under 10. 10. 9, let's go.
Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Watch the second leg. Motion.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught for a touchdown. And hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Watson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
This one goes to the Dula.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Blue draw quarter. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Groves. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
61, matchbox lights.
2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
Down. 50, plank. Recon, 132 fighters. 5.
Back to throw. Groves. And Jennings has it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, trying to go, bro. Hey, trying to go to the superstore?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Now a play fake here on first down. A catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let me go this way, buddy.
Where they at? Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on. Where the fuck is you at? Over top of
I'm right above you.
and were you standing nearby?
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Texans.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
I see.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 26, check.
Yeah, only had a little bit of fucking bullets in it.
Showing it, showing it.
Yeah, that boy went in that building. And somebody else though. Pretty gross.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
I see him.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Yeah, I see him.
Check 59, right? Looking for his down, he's coming. 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 59.
That damn sound is a mother.
Shoot four. Shoot.
From the gun, Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take
Wait.
over first and 10 at their own 1.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Way back.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette.
Yeah,
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
right there. And that truck coming there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Oh, I know exactly where it's at.
On the double.
I told you, that nigga that's not in the truck that's looking at you, too.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Right there in the middle. 55. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw on second down. Groves. This is Jennings. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Groves looking deep for Jennings.
Yeah, this is in here.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
You want to bring old boy
Instead,
back?
it's second down.
You ain't got enough.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Go, go. Yes, yes.
To throw again. Groves. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Again, 15 yards. That's another Jaguars.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
I'm going to try to bring the ball back.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Where's the closest zone, though? Oh, right here. There's a car coming right towards
back to throw. Groves. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Callaway as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau. Up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You killed all 3 of them niggas.
Check. 3 down.
Oh, boy.
Wide, get wide. Hey, 31. 3. Kill.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And you got
whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson off play action. Josh Allen in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Revival kit.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Oh, that's the other people shooting that down.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Why would you shoot at them, nigga?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
He's taken down.
Again, shoot from behind, shot from behind.
The sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He's trying to shoot people. Dumbass nigga.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long.
Somebody trying to shoot you.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, actually, you did have another great move.
Throwing to start the drive. Groves. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Groves. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
It is a good thing, though, sit towards the edge. You catch the nigga that got through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better. They're more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach said, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get him, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He was on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 teams over there.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still
Yeah, me. Good shit, cuz.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the delay, here's Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
What the fuck you right
now stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority 1.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Car right there, though.
Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? And they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Groves. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Checking that bathroom.
Operating from the gun.
No, I know what this is. I'm talking about.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go. Ready?
To throw again. Groves. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play. Because that was a team that you can get situation. Got that to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Groves. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
There's another one over there, though.
Set, ready? Pilot, 64, read. 8, read. Go.
Shit, B.
From the gun.
Got some pressure on that, B.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will...
Yeah, I did that shit myself.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick
the thing is, I know Bo's gonna come around. Fucking this up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, it won't let me save it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Single, slide. Hey, 59. Over there. You're on the 9.
Watson now operating from the gun. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Right now.
They get 13 on that one. Good for a Houston
nigga about a sniper.
Nigga about a sniper. The yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route with the drag route because it runs at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's
He just didn't know what the fuck to do.
So empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Stupid ass.
Now Watson.
It's funny because y'all all
It's
have the same
complete.
tactic. Like, get to this area.
Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger.
There's another nigga to the left
Flags
of
are down. I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Ooh. See, now that shit right there, some stupid shit.
Nigga aimed over there and then aimed and still shot, oh boy.
So the ball's moved
And
to
then they still
about
got
the
a
1
14.
after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Nigga,
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's fine how they moving though.
2nd and goal from the 1.
I like how they move.
They run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd
nigga right
down.
on the other side of the wall.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being full down territory.
The other way, nigga. How y'all all
Bro, this nigga ran the other way, bro.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
I think. I don't know.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
They could go back through the storm, though. Get around.
Whip. Watch the whip.
How the fuck he even see through that?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
No, nigga say a memorial of.
No.
Bro, they better not have the name up there, bro.
That's Steelers running back Leonard Fournette. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. They're throwing it. They feel just as confident with him doing that.
I knew the thing is I should have ran out there, bro.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and now running. He's got daylight past the 20.
You back us out, me?
Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, head coach ran a 4th phase. That's the coach.
2 more niggas running around the corner.
He tries to go get a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong
You
here.
see the nigga that dropped down on the roof with this stupid ass.
Yeah, bro. Like, nigga, you dropped down into a fucking rocket.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal.
Nigga, I'm not
rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together another drive.
Simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
There you go. You ready?
I got 3 minutes left in this
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he takes it touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo.
The nigga stopped and went back to the nigga that was shooting down.
Wow.
Say, bro, it got tapped up and ran away, bro. And the way he ran into a 14. This shit's stupid.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I was like, let me go and dip off to the
Texans
left.
offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
He's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Tomorrow.
Now they go
give it a week before y'all come back.
Wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Bruh, you know they're playing Battle Royale? I wish I would have Why don't you got it?
When do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the
we needed 2 more people.
That means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. Free. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, bro, let me know when you want to drop it. It don't even fucking matter no more. I'm killing it.
We're going straight out to the middle, man. I'm out.
Get in the weight room.
Hold on.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this one.
Let me go bend out the plane. I'm sitting here talking and shit.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Should have found a helicopter.
And that is no good. And this
they do have a helicopter
right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
I don't see nobody though.
That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Where these niggas at?
Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Oh, shit.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Alert! Check 31. Record! Fresno. Check. Check the backer. Safe.
It's nice.
On 4th down, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. One last throw here for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, It's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That nigga looking for you, mate.
Like, nigga, come on. The worst day of his life.